Today I want to talk to you about the biggest changes that are coming to social media in 2025 and how I think that this will affect our over 40 niche, and importantly how I believe that we can not only survive but thrive through this time. So I just need to reiterate to you now, before I do any more talking, that if you haven't started a YouTube channel by now and you want to start a YouTube channel, this is really the time to start the YouTube channel, because 2025 is the year that AI generated content is going to be indistinguishable from human generated content. So up to now, if we have perceived some AI aspect of a piece of content, let's say a voice, a robotic voice, okay, that has been perceivable. This year, we will come across, you and me, we will come across a new creator that we haven't seen before, and we won't know if they are real or if they have been AI generated. That is a fact. And we can put our heads under a rock and think that we will be able to tell, but this technology has been worked on for the last few years, and I have to say that I'm quite naive about AI. I am one of those people that thinks that AI is ChatGPT, or the new version of ChatGPT 3 or 4 or whatever. Like, I'm really not in tune with using lots of AI. And I'm one of those people that thinks that AI is a little cursor on my screen, just clicking away, and it's there for me to, put in a couple of questions and it's going to give me some information. But yeah, that isn't the case apparently. So what is this going to mean for the YouTube platform, or really any social media platform? What it means is that content is going to be able to be produced really, really fast at very high volume. For example, a creator could create between 100 and 1,000 posts per day in a very short amount of time. And those posts are going to look like just me talking to you now. That is like me producing like this is me, I'm in the bush, but in 6 months' time, if I was to take up using these tools, I could produce, up to 1,000 pieces of content very, very fast, and it will look like me, because the software knows everything about me, the way I talk, the types of words I say, my mannerisms, and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to keep on reminding you about starting a YouTube channel if you haven't started yet. Now, hopefully you have, and regardless of whether you have or not, the message is that, particularly if you're a new channel, to start aggressively making content now. So I know for myself that this is the first video that I've made going for a walk in the bush, and I'm trying to think differently about making content, just in the way of going about my life and making content along the way. So instead of having the luxury of, I'm going to use Sunday to make a video, Sunday might be about, actually I'm going to 3 different places where I can make 3 pieces of content today, being a Sunday, and yeah, just getting into it, aggressively making content, getting a body of work behind you, growing an audience and growing a community. So my channel, this channel, YouTube Over 40, is a new channel, and I've got another channel and it's a perfume review channel, but I really, really wanted to have a YouTube Over 40 niche channel because, yeah, I just love this niche. I love the people, the creators, the audience. I just love everything about it. And yeah, it's just a way for us to, instead of growing older and feeling like we are growing more invisible, well, we're going to stay visible. We're going to stay visible to ourselves and to each other. And if we want to have a YouTube channel or we want to have any kind of social media presence, we're going to have it and we're going to enjoy it. And, you know, life is not the dress rehearsal. It's not the dress rehearsal. So, what else does this mean for us? What it means is that, yeah, don't be the person in 2 years' time and you haven't started your channel and you're thinking back to January 2025 or any time in 2025 that you should have started your channel, because this is a massive pivot. 2025. Everything is going to change. Social 1.0 is what they're calling the period between 2003 and 2024. Social 2.0 is what they are calling 2025 onwards. Up to now, YouTube has been in easy mode, and knowing about what's coming this year, to me, puts more meaning on easy mode. So 2024, we saw, was about YouTube really pushing smaller channels, and we heard the CEO talking about that and just a number of ex-YouTube employees talking about that as well, and of course the big creators as well, telling us that. But if we think about AI generated content coming along this year, and people can make between 100 and 1,000 posts a day in a very short space of time. If we compare that to how long it takes us to make an organic piece of content, like that's what we're doing, or at least most of us are doing, our organic content is going to get buried underneath the massive volume that's coming down the pipeline. So at the moment, 2,500 videos are uploaded every single minute on YouTube. That's a lot of competition. Going into this year, okay, that's just going to do whatever the number is, like something crazy exponential. So if you haven't started yet, the plan is start now, aggressively start making content. And when I say aggressively start making content, I just mean things like make opportunities to make some content as you're going about your day. We do need to speed up the amount of time it takes us to make content. I know for myself that, for example, videos that I have made on my fragrance review channel, but just even this channel, I can, work expands to fill the time available. And I know that I love making videos and I love making content that I think will be valuable to people. So I'm going to keep on making content and I'm going to keep growing this YouTube channel. But that is just to say to you that, just don't look back with regret, because it really has been on easy mode up to now. So some of the things that we can do. So if you haven't yet, make the YouTube channel. Think about growing your community. If we see a lot of creators building their audience and then they are inviting people into their communities such as school or Discord, and also newsletters are another option down the line. I'm not saying that in our over 40 niche that we want to be doing newsletters, and I'm not saying that we have to look at our channels as a business, but all of these things are options for down the line anyway. Something else that has been talked about a lot is live streaming, and I have personally seen live streaming really taking off. I haven't done live streaming yet because this is a new channel, and I just don't know how to go about live streaming and no one is watching, and I know no one's watching, or maybe one or two people are watching, which would be awesome if one or two people were watching, but I just haven't gotten into the live streaming yet, but I want to, because I see that YouTube is really pushing the live streams. Going into this year, live streaming is going to be really important because it is basically appointment TV. Just like before we had streaming services, and we had, like, a long time ago, and we knew something was on Monday at 7 o'clock. Same thing. So the challenge is going to be, going forward, how to get your audience to hit the notification bell so that they do have more chance of seeing your content. Because we all know that we don't see all of the videos that the people that we subscribe to are putting out. However, the more we watch a particular creator, obviously the more that we see them coming up in our feed, because YouTube are like, great, we can sell more ads because this person just loves this particular creator. So live streaming is going to be really, really important. And something really, really crucial for us to remember and to hold on to is that keep being you. Really lean into who you are. The reason why we need to do that is because if people like the quirks that you've got about you, they like what is unique about you, they like your perspective on things and the value that you bring to them, people will stay with you. But truly, this year is going to be a year of us meeting so many more, coming across so many more new creators. I mean, you and me, we're going to be able to create 100 creators and 100 new channels. And we're going to be, if we wanted to, we could put all of that out there. So that's the kind of thing. It's going to be like content creation factory, content creator factory. So keep leaning in to what makes you different and what your audience loves about you. And the other thing too is to see what AI tools that is useful and that can help you speed up your process. I'm not saying that you need to jump into the massive high volume generation, but it's just like our jobs at work, where people are having conversations about whether their role is likely to be able to be replaced by AI. And the message that I'm seeing come through is that for people who don't incorporate a certain amount of AI in their roles and don't keep up with the parts of their work that is able to be outsourced and, removed from their role, those roles may not last into the future long term. So that's really all I have to say today. But yeah, just make the content, make the most of where are you going today. I'll give you an example. An Instagram account that I follow, I have seen this I was surprised to see a particular creator had only joined Instagram in August 2023. And she's now got 6,000 something followers. And I had a bit of a look back on like her posts. So we're not even talking stories. She's quite dedicated to Instagram. But I had a look at her posts, and she posts twice a day on Instagram. And usually, I think for the most part, it's reels. But she's put in the work, and she has got that kind of following in quite a short amount of time. So I'm not saying that we have to make 2 posts or 2 reels on Instagram every single day, but really I just wanted to take this opportunity just to have a bit of a chat with you about that. And I'd love to know, are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel? If you haven't yet, what's been holding you back? Do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, I'd love to know what it is so I can go and meet you over there as well. And what are your thoughts about what's coming down the pipeline this year. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.